Hey, internets, how you doing? This is Selena Malone. This is Sitting with Selena, and this is my first YouTube video, or my first video. I am going to talk about Potomac, the reunion part 3, and we're just gonna jump into where it left off last week. So last week we left off with Candace stumping off the stage with those big old crocodile tears, crying about because Monique is not being as emotional as she thinks she should be, and she's traumatized. My thing is, Candace, if you were so hurt and traumatized by what Monique did, why were you engaging with her and talking shit to her and all this stuff that you were doing the whole reunion? But then when it's your segment, you crying like you've been in the fucking Iraq war, like you just so traumatized. I'm just confused. You got all that mouth, but then you got all them tears. Make it make sense. And as far as Monique not showing any emotions, how much emotions is she supposed to show? This incident happened over a year and a half ago. Monique has been through all the emotions she gonna feel. Is she remorseful? Probably not. Most people who get into fights and beat people ass ain't remorseful. Sorry. Giselle and Robin getting on my nerve this whole show. The whole fucking reunion. They get all the eye rolling and all of talking on their teeth and all of this and all of that. But you know what? It's Andy's fault. Andy coddles Giselle. He protects Giselle. He know damn well all this smoke she getting is well deserved. It's long overdue. Long overdue. All the mess that she just stirred up with everybody on this show, cooking the pot, stirring the pot, throwing the rocks, hiding her hands. This lashing she getting from this tag teaming she getting, this Michael Jordan, since they want to talk about the last dance, this last dance Monique ran up on Giselle. Catch that, Andy and Giselle, since you want to bring up the last dance. As far as Monique countersuing Candace, there's something called the American judicial justice system, and the way it works is if you sue someone, they get to sue you back. That's just the way it works. You may not like it, but that's the way it works. And you cannot get mad at her because she sued you. Just like when she bopped you upside your head, she shouldn't have been mad at you for suing her. She's a rich woman. If I get hit upside the head by a rich woman, I'm gonna sue shit. The fuck? Everybody need a coin. It's scammer season. I ain't mad. But Candace, you can't get mad at her for defending herself. Just like you were defending yourself when you was trying to hit her with that wine glass. Ain't no difference, sis. What's good for the piper? You know the rest. Ashley, you full of shit. You know damn well you signed that character witness statement. It wasn't even have nothing to do with you caring about Monique being out of jail. This was revenge for Candace coming at your family and calling you a roach and all these other things when you was in labor, which is understandable. You call me a roach, I'm gonna call you, you gonna get whatever I can give you. So it's cool. Don't get mad when it's done to you. But I will say this. If Ashley would have called Candace a roach, it would have been some shit. Why did they talk about that in the colorism segment last week, Wendy? Why you didn't talk about that? Because that was wrong. You don't call nobody a roach. I don't care what color they are. That's fucking degrading. It's really degrading. And if Ashley would have did that to Monique, the internet would have ate Ashley alive. And I ain't even here for Ashley, but that was wrong. Ashley knows that Monique and Chris Samuels was talking shit about her and Michael. Who wasn't talking shit about her and Michael? Everybody was. Michael can't keep his dick in his pants. Michael liked to suck on sausages. Michael in love with one. Michael liked to grab a dussy. Michael be in the room with... Who wasn't talking about... Monique and Ashley ain't friends. They have an alliance for the show. And now Ashley out on the limb by herself. Ain't no more Monique. The other ones don't really see it. The Candace, all right, she'll see. She will see. She'll see. Monique know where the bones is buried, and she know where them tapes is. So that's why Ashley know to keep your enemies closer. That's all that is. You notice the whole reunion, every time Monique talked about that binder, Ashley said, well, I don't want to go there. Yeah, because you don't want your business to be spilled. Shut up. Candice, Monique apologized to you. Move on. She apologized. Be it fake, be it too late, be it for the cameras. She apologized. She took accountability. She even said, you didn't deserve what you wanted. That ass whooping came from another place. That ass whooping came from what she wanted to really give Chris, but she couldn't. So you got it, unfortunately. But she apologized. So move on. Candice, I will say this. I do agree with you about the way Monique was acting prior to the winery. She was acting a plum fool, being very passive aggressive with you. You tried to run away several times from different arguments with Monique. Monique was just on one. And so she was being very passive aggressive with you. And I do think that this fight was going to come. One way or another, you was going to get them hands. One way or you could have sneezed too hard and she was going to bop you upside your head. It was coming, sis. So just know that she know. We know. We see her. We saw her. She was being passive aggressive. She even said that she's going to put the issues with you on the shelf with the issues with her and Chris. And when she said it, I was thinking to myself, that shit ain't going to balance. One of them shit's going to fall off. And sure as shit stink, one of them fell off. Monique and her therapist. How do I feel about that? I mean, I feel like I don't think it was more or less the daddy thing. I think it was more or less the Green Eye Bandits, them bitches, messy bitches was in the back. She kind of felt like Carrie. They're all going to laugh at you. They're all going to laugh at you. And at that winery, Giselle was definitely egging the shit on. And I could tell Monique was looking around and she was feeling like she was at a schoolgirl, like a schoolgirl on the schoolyard being laughed at by the mean girls. That's exactly what it felt like. So she just launched, you had it coming, Candice, you can't do all this to black people from the hood. That shit might work in the country clubs where you from, but where I'm from, Dallas, Texas, doing all of this, and drag me. You don't invite people to your face, okay? The drag me. And as far as this apology concerned, too, let me go back to that. This apology that you keep wanting, that you got, don't ask for another one. Ain't gonna be no Macy's parade. Won't be no balloon dropping. Won't be no confetti dropping. Ain't no holiday for it. It's done. Move on. Candice and Karen. I hope that they are able to mend their relationship now that Monique is off the show. I do believe that the way they were screaming and yelling at each other, there was a genuine love there. Because you don't yell and scream and fuss at nobody like that unless you really love them. That's the way I be yelling at my husband. You don't yell at people like that unless you care about them. So hopefully they can patch this up and move forward. I actually like the little auntie, niece, minty, little sis, big sis dynamic they had. It was cute for the show. Karen in this wig shift party. Did she lie in Portugal? Yes. But I think she lied because she knew that if she told the bitches, especially them Green Eye Bandit bitches, that if Monique was going to show up, they wouldn't have shown up when Bravo wouldn't have filmed, which means that all that free promo for her wig line wouldn't have happened. And that's the whole purpose of being on the show, is free promo by Bravo. So she had to lie to get her shit filmed, and I'm not mad at her for that. I've done the same shit. I do not think it was intended, and it was intentions for Monique and Candice to meet up, because Monique has receipts showing with her talking to production to make sure, especially at that point when it was legal, Bravo, legally they couldn't even have them in the same space. So all of this 20 on 10, the Peanut Gallery was doing was just putting 20 on 10. Just wanting to have something to say and extra drama towards Karen. And Wendy, she's not your friend. Shut up, chicken bacon burger, cheeseburger. Shut up. Andy, All this gaslighting you doing, all this trying to make people feel the way you think they should feel. You don't do that to them white bitches on them other shows, Andy. Don't do it on the, don't. Alright, okay. Let's move on. Here comes the shit. Speaking of The Last Dance, when Andy was talking about The Last Dance, Chris was like, fuck all that yang yang. I saw bitches fucking with my wife. Last Dance, these nuts. Donna Summer, Last Dance, no dance. Bands to make her dance on these rumors that's going on with my wife. I appreciated him cutting the pleasantries. Fuck that shit. Let's get to the smokes. Wendy, you need to let your husband do more speaking for you on the show. He spoke more than you spoke the entire season about the stuff that mattered in y'all's family. Like, I want to hear more from him with his cute self. He is cute. You chocolate and cute and pretty skin. White teeth, he is cute. You did that, girl. But yeah, I want to hear more from Eddie and more about your family and less about degrees, Wendy. Because let me share something with you, sis. Most of the people in my circle have degrees. Multiple degrees. I'm 2 classes away from having 2 masters. I'm even thinking about going back to school again. Having an education ain't shit. You should be hanging around people with education. You should have more to talk about than that, though. I don't even talk about that shit unless I'm talking about a job, or if I'm in the conversations about it. Don't nobody give a fuck about how many degrees you got. So next season, don't bring that to the show. We don't care. Talk about your mom getting that foundation right for that. Make sure that neck and that forehead match. That's what we want to talk about. Okay? So makeup was hideous this whole damn show. Giselle, why do you have a fucking security guard here? For semantics only. You always doing the most. You and your pastor holy whore ass, fake ass boyfriend. He lied and said that he made it seem like Chris lounged at you and Robin. It was not so, no such thing even happened. That man stood up as he was speaking to another man. So all this capping you and motherfucking Jamal holy whore. What you need a security guard for? You think this man gonna risk his portfolio like Monique said last episode? His good portfolio on your goofy ass? Girl, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Karen, Ray, you don't owe Karen shit. You done took care of her all these years. When you take vows, that's what you take vows for. Unfortunately, that's the parts niggas don't want to. We don't want to obey. You better thicker and thin, richer, poor, sickness and health. We don't want to do that. But he don't owe you nothing, Karen. Just be glad the nigga's still here at his age and just love on him and leave Ray alone. I'm actually happy for Ray and Robin. I mean Ray and Karen. I thought that was sweet that they want to renew their vow. He wants to renew their vows. But be careful, Ray, because vow renewals are the first way to pave to divorce on the housewife shows. Everybody who's got a vow renewal on this show is divorced. Don't do it on air. If you do it, don't do it on air. Don't do it on air. But I caught the shade that he was trying not to overlap the wedding because you know goddamn well Warren and Robin ain't getting married. Ray was being fucking shady as fuck, and I was here for it. And I guarantee you that vow renewal will come before that Juan and Robin wedding. Don't hold your breath on that. Speaking of Robin, her package. What do I think about Robin and her package? The only interesting thing about Robin in this season was her anniversary. I mean her engagement party, and the fun parts didn't have anything to do with her. She needs to be demoted to friend of the show. No, I'm not here for it. Robin, you're talking about, I wish Juan Dixon was here. What the fuck Juan Dixon gonna do? He gonna whoop Chris Samuel's ass? Nope. He wasn't gonna do shit but be quiet, just like the other husbands was doing. Shut up, bitch. Ain't nobody afraid of Juan but you. Be quiet. Karen, Oh, Michael Darby and this infatuation, love, fondness with Juan. He was jealous that his bae ain't bae no more, and so he was trying to just throw salt on the fucking engagement party. That's all. Bitches do that shit all the time. When they know that's what jealous bitches do. Heartbroken, lonely, thought hoes do. And we all know Michael a thought. That dick for everybody. And we mean everybody. Karen in his hat. I love the way Karen politely checked Robin and said, bitch, keep my nigga name out your mouth, okay? Because this whole season, every time Robin did have something to say, it was about Ray's shrivel up dick. Why do you care what that man dick look like? I don't. We don't worry about what one dick look like, Robin, okay? I think that Michael and Ashley should be, well, I think Ashley should stay on the show. She brings the mess. Her husband definitely shouldn't be able to film with the rest of the show no more, because he's a liability to me. Because what he did to Lil Chris would have got his ass beat in the streets, and we would have said, fuck suing, you sue these nuts. You don't walk up to no man telling no man to check their wife. What? Who do that? And you grabbing on producers' asses, you are a liability. You gonna get your head busted in. And Bravo gonna be responsible for it. So I don't think he should film no more. He's a liability. Also, I think if it was a black man doing all this shit that he doing, Ashley would have been frying fish. She would have been off that fucking show. But because her husband is white, it's the white privilege for me. It's the white privilege for me. Let one be going around doing all that shit that Michael Darby doing. I like that Chris was defending his woman. I don't know if those tears were real, but I enjoyed the fact that he was rubbing that shit in Giselle's face. Then Giselle, bitch, let me lean to the camera real quick. Let me say something to Giselle Bryant. You're gonna say, why is this big motherfucker here? Let me tell you why this big motherfucker was here. That big motherfucker was there because that big motherfucker was defending his wife. Where was your nigga at? Lecturing? He couldn't pre-record that lecture because ain't no fucking class, bitch. It's COVID. So Jamal couldn't have recorded his lecture to show up for you and defend you like Chris defended his woman. You a jealous, dirty, bitter bitch. Talking about why the fuck is he here? Bitch, he here defending his woman. And just like when he went around the room, did you say something on camera? Ashley, did you say something on camera? Candace, did you say something on camera? Robin, did you say something on camera? Giselle, did you say something on camera? She looking all stupid. Because you did, bitch. And Andy, we saw it. She said it in the confessional, and I think she said it again on one of the episodes when she was talking to Robin. She said it on the show. She brought it to the show twice. Stop gaslighting us. I know you got editors that can edit things out and try to make us look crazy. We saw what we saw. We see you, Andy. Okay? That shit pissed me off with Giselle gonna ask why her whole ass husband there. Bitch, go get you one and shut the fuck up. I like that the two Chris's patched it up at the end. Bros before hoes always. And yeah, they should still be able to go out to go get a beer or two or whatever without Candace and Monique. They grown. And I like how Karen kind of summed up everything that they need to do. They got a lot of work to do with this show. Now that Monique is gone, they're gonna have to demote some people. Wynn needs to be demoted, Robin needs to be demoted. So they need to bring in 3 new housewives. I think they need to bring one that's around Karen's age and then bring 2 new ones in. And add 2 young ones in around Monique, Candace's age, Winnie age, to kind of balance it out. Last but not least, I want to say to Giselle, put this back down and speak to her specifically. Kudos, Giselle. You got what you wanted. You got what you wanted, Giselle. Monique off the show. So you may have won. She may have won the battle. You won the war. You got her off the show. You got what you want. Now I hope you have a storyline without her name in your mouth, sis. that's all I got to say, y'all. I don't have, if I have any more to say, I'll come back to say it, but I don't think I have any more to say. I am Solana Malone. Thank you so much for watching me. This is Sitting with Solana, and I will holler back later. Love, peace, hair grease, fuck the police.